vlog after vlog after vlog after vlog of the same thing over and over again. More plants. There's this order, and there's one more order that's at the delivery station still, and they're actually going to deliver it with their truck because the plants are too big for the van or for the truck, and they can't be hauled in the open air because the wind will shred these big giant tropical leaves. And check this out. We also got a whole bunch of little evergreens. We got a whole bunch of white spruce, and we managed to sell them for $1 a piece. So we're getting a bunch of these out the door. Lorraine got her hands on them. I actually think there's somebody here that wants to see me, so maybe I'll get a chance to introduce you guys. Hey guys, okay, so I've got a special guest in our video today. His name's Aaron. Aaron, how old are you?
8.
You're 8. Oh, I thought you were 10.
What?
I thought you were 10 years old. Okay, so Aaron, I don't know if I've talked about him before, but he'll come into the greenhouse, and you're here like every week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much with your mom every week.
Yeah.
And so he, like last time he was here, we were talking, and he was like correcting me on the proper pronunciation of some plants, and he was teaching me things when I should be teaching him things. And so he's here again today, and like last time you were here, I told your mom about Muddard Conservatory.
Yeah, the last time I made a mistake, it's actually called Callan Co,
Yeah.
not Callan Cho.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
That's okay. Okay, well, there's some plants over here you're going to show us about, right? Okay, which one first? Okay, wait.
Resurrection plants will have, like,
Okay, wait. We
2
got to talk to the camera too. Wait, what's this one called?
resurrection plant, and some of them might have 2 in 1 like these.
Yeah. Huh. So there's actually 2 plants here. Yeah. And so what do you do with your resurrection plant?
You water them you can put them in a closet for 10 years.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they'll come back to life after you water them.
And so how do you water them?
You put them in a bowl of water.
Yeah.
Because they have little roots at the bottom.
Here, let's see the roots. Let's show the people on YouTube. Oh yeah. So these are the roots here, and you put the roots down into the water.
I first thought it was an air plant, but
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
not.
It kind of looks like one, hey?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you put it in the water, and then what happens?
It will open up.
Oh, okay. And how long does it stay open for?
I don't know. It stays open for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And then it starts closing.
Yeah. So if you put it in the water, it'll stay open for about 2 days. But if you leave it in the water, and if it has water all the time, it'll stay open for a couple weeks. But if you take it out of the water, do you know how fast it closes up when you take it out?
I don't know.
No. Usually, if you take it out of the water, usually it'll dry up in about a day and a half.
Mine's already closed up.
Oh, really?
But I don't think it's ready to water yet. I
Yeah.
think it's still wet.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to let it
inside.
dry out first, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so wait, you got one from here, and you brought it home, and you found a surprise inside of it.
It was 2 in 1.
Yeah, but not like that though, right? Like
Yeah,
it was different.
One was inside of it.
Yeah, so he bought one and brought it home, and he put it in the water, and as it started to open up, there was another one inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's go look at another plant. Okay, you lead the way. Where are we going?
Oh, Callan.
Okay, so we're looking at
Callan Co.
Calico. Okay, so which one's the Calico for the people on YouTube? Which ones are we looking at?
These guys.
Yeah, like this guy here.
And like, I don't know, it'll take a couple. Mine hasn't had babies yet, but it'll grow thousands of babies all over here.
Yeah.
And then you can just brush them off with a brush.
Yeah, you know what? It's not. So you're talking about the mother of thousands.
And these ones
Yeah.
grow lots of babies too.
I was just gonna try and teach you something, but you already know it. So he's saying that this is a Calico, just like the mother of thousands plant or the mother of millions, Mexican hat plant. It has a bunch of names, and these Calicos will actually grow babies on the edge of the leaf. And you brought one for me today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll show you on the counter. He brought me a Calico from home, and then this is a Calico too.
But it's a different type.
It is, yeah, but it is a Calico. All right, what do we got over here? Which one do you want to talk about now?
Bonsai.
Yeah. So what kind of bonsai tree is that?
I forget.
Yeah, it's a ficus, which means fig tree.
Fig tree.
Yeah. So do you know how to take care of fig trees, like these bonsais?
Water them when the soil gets dry.
Yeah, you got to water when the soil gets dry. But it's also really important that as this tree grows up, you have to take this tree out of the pot, and you have to take all the soil off the roots, and then you have to cut the roots with your pruners, and then put it back into the pot.
Or as the root to like break the pot.
Yeah, because it'll break the pot because it's actually a regular tree. It's just a normal tree that you could find outside. A fig tree doesn't grow here, but it would grow like in Hawaii. And so
How big would it grow? This big?
No, it would grow huge. It would grow 20 feet tall. But because it's a bonsai tree,
It takes so long.
Because it's a bonsai tree, you're the person in charge of keeping it small. And so to keep it small, you prune the top like this, right? You take all the new growth off, and then you have to take it out and you have to cut the roots and put it back.
I think you can make it like twist and turn.
Yes, you can.
Make a bonsai.
Yeah, people will use wire or they'll use cloth, and they'll pull, like, so for example, if you wanted to twist this plant and you wanted a branch to come out like this and then go up, you would take this branch here and you would tie it down with a piece of thread, and then you'd let it grow that way, and then once it's tough and strong, you would take the thread off and it would start to grow up again. So you train it to grow that way.
And with fruit trees, you
Yeah.
can actually put the fruit in a mold, and it'll actually grow the shape of the mold.
Right, like if you had the mold of a pumpkin or something,
Yeah.
you could have an apple tree that grows apples that look like pumpkins.
And you can make a watermelon in the shape of a heart.
Oh yeah? I've never seen that one before. Okay, what do you know about cactus? You know a few things about cactus too, hey?
Cactus is like rotting on the top. You can cut off the top,
Yeah.
and it will
Reroot.
grow. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it'll grow back.
So where would you cut this cactus if it was rotting?
If it was rotting in the middle, you
Yeah.
would cut,
Just right through the middle of the cactus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you would stick it back together, and it
Yeah.
would hold itself back together.
Yeah. Can I tell you something really cool? Did you know you can go grow cactus in Grand Prairie outside?
What?
Yeah. Do you know that? So if you go, I'll tell your mom where to go, but so like 15 minutes from where you are right now,
Yeah.
there's cactus that are growing outside and they just survive all winter. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you drive 15 minutes that way, there's all these big hills, they're called the Kleskin Hills, and there's a whole bunch of cactus that are growing naturally on the side of the
How
hill.
big are they?
They're really short, so they're called the prickly pear cactus.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
heard of that?
Yeah, and they grow fruit.
Yeah, they do, yeah, and actually the cactus is edible too. And so there's a whole bunch of different kinds of prickly pear.
Are you allowed to take the fruit off?
No, you're not, no, it's protected. And so they only grow 4 inches tall, they only grow about this tall. There's some prickly pears that grow huge,
Yeah,
right, 10
huge.
feet.
Like
But
in
these
Texas.
in Texas, but these guys grow really small, and they grow in Alberta.
Do they grow fruit?
Yeah, they do, yeah. And you know what, I went out there about 3 weeks ago, and I was 1 week late. I didn't get to see the flowers, but they were all flowering before I got there.
What if you got one? What if you got one and
From
you
there?
sell- And what if you ordered one from somewhere and you could
Yeah, maybe.
grow them at your greenhouse?
Yeah, I could. There's some that are, so that same cactus, that same prickly pear, you can grow it in Saskatchewan too. And so in Saskatchewan, they're not protected. And so you can dig them out of the ground in Saskatchewan
And take them home?
and take them home, yeah. And so I have a friend who went to Saskatchewan about 2 weeks ago, and she dug a whole bunch out of the ground on her dad's property because they just grow everywhere. And so she has some. She's going to give me some, and then I can start growing babies. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So when I get them in, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we can both have.
Because my sister Hannah loves prickly pear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Has she ever tried to taste it before?
No.
You can do all sorts of cool stuff with it, eh? Do you know that? Like
yeah.
you can make a juice.
You can make jams.
Yes, jam. And it's also good for people with diabetes. Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. Okay, is there anything else you want to talk about? Or is that it? Here, okay, let's go show them the calico that you brought me. Right here. Okay, so what kind of calico is this?
Mother of 1,000 succulents. It's only a baby.
Mother of 1,000s. And so you said this is the biggest one that you have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biggest baby.
Biggest baby. So you have your mother plant.
Yeah, I have one like this big.
Oh wow, how tall?
This big.
Oh cool.
So,
And so you have a whole bunch of plants at home, hey?
yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, thanks for saying hi to everybody.
I have a neighbor, and her brother
Yeah.
can bonsai almost any type of plant.
Oh, wow.
He can bonsai
Anything.
No, almost any type of tree.
Yeah.
He can bonsai almost.
Well, there's a guy in Grand Prairie, his name's Matt, and he does bonsaiing. And he'll bonsai any tree in the Grand Prairie. Pretty cool. So thanks for saying hi to the YouTube. Okay, who knows the routine? There's a whole bunch of plants. Purple passion, check it out. There's a lot of people that like purple passion, and so we're not the biggest fan, but we get it in just for you guys. So now we gotta check these crotons for spider mites because they always have spider mites. You ever seen a spider mite before?
What do they look like?
They're like little tiny. They're like mini spiders, but they're really, really, really small.
Are they orange?
No, they're brown usually. Here, let's see if we can find some on here.
Just my magnifying glass moving.
Yeah, maybe, hey?
They're orchids. They're so pretty.
So, Aaron, this is a spider mite right here. I'm going to show you.
Is there a mite on there?
So, can you see right there? See them all running around?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we found some spider mites on the Eastermonth. Eastermonth and spider mites, I think, go hand in hand. Where'd that one go?
Alright, well, I'm supposed to go back.
So that's that guy right there. So unfortunately, these Eastermonths have spider mites. Alright, what else do we got going on here? We got some really nice little crotons that are bug free. We got some really nice, I think these are called button ferns. Very nice button ferns. I like these guys a lot actually. But last time they had little dots around the outside edge, but they were called a lemon button. So I don't know if there's a difference there. Then we got some nice little crotons. Everyone always likes little plants, so we make sure we get in lots of the 4-inch stuff. Here's a tray of crotons where that one came from. And they are bug free, which is pretty cool. That's not a very common occurrence with these crotons. And then we got some Hoya. Who's ready for Hoya? There's actually some really nice ones in here. Look at this one. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Lots of Hoyas. Actually, that's like one tray of Hoya. Oh, and then here's that purple passion. But there's more Hoya somewhere. Lorraine's holding out. Lorraine, are you holding out on the Hoya?
No.
Are you holding out?
Why?
Well, where's the rest of them?
In the store?
Is there more? Where?
Right here. He's right there.
Oh, whoa! Look how many Hoyas there are. Ooh, this one's nice.
Yeah, I think I claimed that one. I'm not sure. I claimed something.
Alright, Hoyas for days. Alright, we need to get off YouTube and we need to get posting on Facebook to get people aware of what we have. Man, I love Hoya. We do have one more provider that we've only used once before, and he's working on getting Hoyas for me, and I think it's gonna be 3 or 4 different varieties. For right now, that's the one we can get, and so we're gonna work with what we got. Where's the remote for the TV? Why can't I find the TV remote? Anyway, he's working on getting those for us. We'll get these when we can, and then later we'll get in some other Hoyas. Hey guys, okay, so you know we're like getting amped up for August 4th, right? So August 4th is like relatively a week away, and I have a whole bunch of artists and self-employed in town. They're gonna be dropping their product off at the greenhouse, and so we have a few that you guys have seen already. So like you've seen like Hypertufa pots from Not Quite Ancient. You guys have seen the ceramics that are hand spun in Grand Prairie from Drunk at the Wheel, which is like all those like cups and stuff. And then there's the glassware that I've been showing you recently. And now I'm really stoked because we have Daehan from Natural Wonders. Hey man.
Hey guys, how are you doing? It's Daehan from Natural Wonders. I'm glad to work with Sean, and we'll be having a few of our products on nice shelves in the corner.
So you guys saw we set this up like 2 days ago, and now I'm like stoked to get it filled with Daehan stuff. And so it's you and your sister, right?
Yes, that's right.
And how do I say her name?
Daehan.
No, your sister's name.
Jin.
Jin. I always say it wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, and they've been open in the Grand Prairie Mall. So if you guys are from Grand Prairie, head down to the Prairie Mall, and they're selling their stuff there.
Yes, in from La Senza. Please check it out.
Yeah.
Also, please come to Braeheid Gardens on August 4th. They start. What kind of events was it?
Yeah, like so it's gonna be the houseplant like unboxing, if you will, and there's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff from like Daehan and all these other local artists, and we're gonna be highlighting their work, and we have some giveaways that some guys are taking part in too, including that hippie threads that's in Sexsmith. They're opening September 1st, and we have a giveaway for their stuff as well. So head over to our Facebook page if you want to see that. Any last words, man?
No, nothing much. Just please come to Braeheid Gardens. They got some amazing plants and amazing local artists
Yeah.
products. So check it out.
Sweet, man. And I'll put a link in the description to their Instagram page and their Facebook page. You guys got to check them out on Instagram. Some of their stuff is beautiful. Thanks, man. For Pest so far, just so far, this little stinker. Hey, buddy. Hey. Why don't you wake up and say hi to the camera? You're like the biggest superstar on the whole page. But we got these really nice Regal shields in. I wanted to get in a Regal shield that was a little bit more affordable, so it's in an 8-inch pot, yeah, 8-inch pot instead of a 10-inch pot over there. So this is a much smaller plant, but unfortunately, spider mites. Can you guys see that? Let's get it on camera here. I'll get this magnifying glass up here, and we'll see if we can see one for you. You guys see them running around right there, right in the middle of the camera. So little spider mites. Fortunately, I can tell that they've already treated it. There's a whole bunch of exoskeletons and dead spider mites in the bottom of this leaf. So obviously they have treated it already. I was only able to spot, I think I spotted 2 so far. But I got a whole box of these guys. There's like 4 or 5 of them. So in the whole order so far, only, well, this is from one company. Only one plant, only one group of plants that's had a problem, and then these Stromanth, these guys had them as well. You guys, I showed you guys that already too, but that's from a different company. So far from 2 companies, each company only had one case of pests. So I'm gonna go shove them in the back, and we'll take care of them for the next 2 weeks. That's actually how long it takes to break the cycle, the hatching cycle. So we have to treat them for 2 weeks. I can't just spray them today and then put them for sale, because there's still eggs that have to hatch, and I can't kill those eggs in any way except for just physically squishing them, and that is too time consuming. So we're gonna put them in the back. We'll quarantine them with the rest of the problem plants, and take care of it. Alright, so check this out. We got a giant fiddler leaf fig, and so let me take a minute to educate you on something. This is really cool. So this is a good sign. Okay, so on that Regal shield we were just looking at, we could see like the remnants of a spider mite, and then we did see one live one, but you could tell that they had tried to take care of it, which means they were using a chemical. And they were trying to fix the problem. We found one. We can take care of it for the rest of the way. So on this fiddler leaf fig, here's something that's really cool. Can you see these little specks right here? Let's take a look under a magnifying glass. So check it out, guys. These are mummified aphids. And so that means that this greenhouse is using beneficials to take care of any bug problems. Now the really cool thing, and the reason I'm not concerned about that in the least, is because obviously they're using a parasitic wasp in order to control aphids. And so that aphid that we just saw is not an aphid that will eat a fiddle leaf fig. That aphid is actually an aphid that will only eat grass. So in their greenhouse, they're going to have a crop of a grass, like a Dracaena or some other like oat grass or cereal grass. They have this. They have an aphid that specifically eats that. Then they introduce their beneficials, their komani. They will mummify those aphids, and so those aphids have found their way on, but they don't eat that plant. So to see that, and to see a mummified aphid, and to see not a single live aphid on there, means that they're doing it properly at their greenhouse and then shipping it out to me. So anyway, I thought I'd show you guys that. Really cool. It really makes me feel happy to know that we're purchasing from greenhouses who are making the right decisions. Okay, that was probably the most whirlwind day that I have had out here by myself in the last 6 months. I was alone. Larry was in town taking care of a few personal things all day, and so like I had to unload the 3 pallets, and then I went live, and a customer came in and made a couple posts on some plant forums in Grand Prairie, and it was an insane day. Half these fiddle leaf figs sold today, half these fiddler fig trees sold today. Just insane how many people were out. I counted on my phone, and just on my phone is connected to the Facebook account. Just on my phone I got 51 phone calls today, and then Lorraine had like over 25 I think, and hers is connected to Google. So it was a very busy day out at Braeheid Gardens today. So I didn't get to film as much as I would have liked just because of that, but whatever. So if you guys enjoy seeing plants and stuff, and if you guys enjoy kind of what's going on here, you can subscribe to the channel and you'll get notified when we upload more stuff. And if you guys like some of the plants or whatever, if you have some feedback, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, do something, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.